What if Claude just did the work for you? Automatically while you slept, not a chatbot answering questions, not you prompting it 50 times a day. I'm talking about waking up in the morning, opening up your laptop or your computer and finding out a prioritized briefing of your emails, your calendar, your project status, already written, sorted leads, already flagged, tests already run, all of it done, not just a fantasy. That's what you can set up today with 4 features that just dropped in Claude Code and Claude Cowork. We're gonna go walk through all of them: loop, schedule tasks, Google CLI, with real commands that you can copy. And at the end of this show, you're gonna be able to stack them all together. That turns it into a system that literally runs and builds alongside with you. So stay tuned and build along with us. So first and foremost, understand that Claude now has basically 3 functions, right? You have your chat, which is your day-to-day, kind of just like you chatting about it, asking questions, maybe having it doing a couple little things for you. Then we have Cowork, which is now an agent-based kind of system. We have Claude Code, which we've been reviewing for the last several videos, which is basically an area where you can go ahead and develop apps. You can also develop agents in there, but we're actually going to start with installing Google CLI. And the reason why we're going to do that after you kind of understand these 3 tabs is Google CLI is basically a command line interface that allows you to operate and do things inside of Claude Code with Google, meaning you can create agents that are doing things for you, like checking your emails, making appointments, creating Google Sheets for you, creating Google Docs. And if you kind of used this in the past using kind of other connections, what you remember is that whenever we were doing that, the format of the documents was a little off. You know, Google Slides wasn't being really created that looked real good. It just didn't work well and it was very clunky, right? So the first thing we're going to do is install Google CLI. Then we're going to use Claude Code and help us install the API and the rest of it to make it super easy, right? So kind of jumping right into it, let's go right in here. I am going to hijack this particular code right here because this is the code we're going to need in order to do it. Go into VS Code. So VS Code, you're going to come in here. I have VS Code installed, but we're going to use the terminal to install this command. So I'm just going to close out of this, hit Control and tilde. And in here, I'm already in my projects folder for Donna. Donna is my agent. This is the one that basically the agent that does everything for me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the npm install directly onto this folder and I'm going to hit enter. There we go. So now it is installed. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to come into Claude Code. Claude is going to come in here. And then basically I'm going to run the secondary, which I'm going to come back to my presentation here that you have. You'll have all this in there. And again, because this is a little bit harder sometimes, I'm going to copy this so we don't have to worry about it. So I'm going to go back to my terminal window and I'm going to type this directly into Claude. It's going to go ahead and install. Now I'm going to go ahead and pause the video while it's going to go ahead and do that. But what it's going to allow me to do is I'm going to give the agent here that I'm building, which is Donna, the ability to do all this. Because later on, we're going to schedule tasks. We're going to create some loops. And I want to do it all inside of Donna, which is what we want to do, right? All right. So now it's telling me the exact steps that I need in order to create this. So I'm going to go over to console Google Cloud. Okay. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to open up another browser window. All right. I'm going to go over to Google Cloud Console. Now, what I'm going to do is I have onboarding tools. I have a lot of different projects that I have going on in here. All right. I want to go ahead and I created a new project, and creating a new project is pretty easy. You're going to come in here. You click on Google Cloud. Google Cloud will give you a list of everything that you need. And you basically create the project folder. You can create a new project by clicking on this. I created mine. And then inside of here, it tells you go to APIs and services. And then what you're going to do is you're going to enable all of these, right? So go to library. And in library, you basically are searching for the ones you want. So the first one we're going to do is Gmail API. We're going to click on it, enable. We're going to create credentials in a second. I'm going to go back up to library. Then we're going to do Google Calendar, Google Drive. Okay, enable. And then I'm going to actually add a couple ones in here because I believe you even have YouTube that I believe you can add in here. So if I come over here, we're going to go back to library and we're going to type in some YouTube stuff. YouTube, let's see what comes up. Data analytics, reporting, all this other stuff. All right. Then I'm going to create client. Application type is going to be desktop app. We're going to call it Donna. We're going to hit create. All right. We're going to download the JSON file. There it is. All right. And then we're going to go ahead and hit OK. Now, this will be a file. I'll delete this file and create another one right now. So then you guys, just in case that was kind of blurted out, but the JSON file is what it's going to need to basically connect it. Oh, now it's installing all the Google API records and everything else that it needs. It's also securing my file in my gitignore file. Now, again, if you've been watching everything that we've been doing before, you notice that we gave it Claude.md files, and Claude.md files always saying, please keep everything secure. So what it's doing now is moving everything to a secure file so my keys are not exposed. And again, I'll delete this one and create a new one like I mentioned before. But this is kind of exactly what you need to do in installing it. Now, everybody's just saying, oh, you could just install Claude CLI and everything's super easy. But as you can tell, it takes a hot moment to get everything interconnected. And there you go. Now Donna has Google CLI. It has the entire interface connected, and it has a lot of the scope and everything else that it needs to do this. Now we give it the skills. So here's are all the things that we can do. So here are just some of the examples for you guys to kind of have an idea of how to do this. So I'll go in here and I'm going to copy, read my last 20 emails, categorize each urgent, FYI, delete, create a Google Sheet with results color coded by priority. Let's see if this thing can actually do it. So I'm going to go back over to my VS Code. I'm in here. And I'm already in my Donna folder, which has a skill set. So I'm going to come in here. All right, so here's the completed thing. Let's see how it did. So if I come in here, I'm going to open it, puts under the Donna folder. So I'm going to come over here. It's got outputs. Let's go into our Gmail triage. Boom. And look, it has all the emails that it came through and everything else, which is pretty darn cool. Now, I'm going to show you how to do even more with this later on with the skill set. But for now, these are all the different things you can do. But remember, we're doing this all through the terminal, which is like the most rudimentary way of doing all of this. Why this is cool is now that I have everything connected as far as my email, this is where the loop skill comes in, right? So if I go back to my loop skill and I come right over here, loop is basically a timer inside of Claude Code that runs when you prompt over and over on a schedule until you close the terminal session and nothing else persists. Meaning inside that terminal, now that I have the email, in there and it's activated, I can, in that terminal window, ask it to check it every hour and formulate something respond to emails, do whatever I want. But at the end of the day, now I have the ability of creating a loop command in there that can constantly check my code. Now, why is this important? One, it's session only. So only for that session, it will do that. So if, for instance, if I'm working in Claude Code and coding another project, let's make believe every hour on the hour, I want to document everything that's been changed in the program. So then I can just keep really good files of everything that I've done. Or I wanted to check whether or not a system is up, or I wanted to check my email while I'm doing this. I can open up another terminal window, have Donna working in the background and just check and answer emails for me, or check my calendar if anything's coming up, and so forth and so on. What's really cool about this is that if you are running, let's say, agents inside of Claude Code, sometimes they work in parallel. Sometimes you always have to go in and check in and just find out what's going on with the agent. So some of those commands would be like, loop every 5 minutes, check this particular site. If it returns 200, report it live. Or, scan error log and see if there's any errors are coming up as you're running and testing your app. You could also have it where it's, checking your email, like I mentioned before, every hour, add a progress note to the session-log.md with what I built today, right? So for instance, I can go ahead and copy this right here. And if I copy that right here, I can go back into my terminal. And now that I have a terminal in here, I'm going to say loop every 1 hour, add a progress note to session-log.md with what I built so far today. Now, again, because I just added a very big thing inside of here, it's important for you to understand that. But it's really, really cool that it now has the ability to do this. And why you're saying this is important, if you're building any kind of app, logging what you're doing and ensuring that you're doing it every time works pretty well. Now, as you can see, it's parsing it every hour, interval 1 hour, prompt, add a progress note to session-log.md with what I built today. 1 hour, which is a cron job. A cron job is a time job that's going to now do it every hour, and it's going to create. Now, if I want to stop at any point in time, I can just message and say, stop the check on the progress, or just stop adding notes every progress. Or better yet, I can just come in here, hit the little trash can, and it'll terminate the terminal session. And there you go. Now I have it. Now, this is more important if you're running into the situation where you're using multiple agents. And if I wanted to run multiple agents and create skill sets or do whatever, and I wanted to check on the progress, I can come in here and go loop. And again, because it has this loop command right here, where you hit in here and you could say, check to see how the agents are doing every 10 minutes. Now, what's wild about this is, remember, anytime you're using this in here, I can come in here, open another session altogether by clicking on here, or opening another terminal window by clicking the plus sign and doing new terminal. And now I have a new agent. I can just come in here and now I have a new Claude agent that I can do pretty much anything else on. And it's pretty cool. Like now we have voice mode enabled. This is a brand new feature that just happened. You type in voice And now I can toggle voice mode and it automatically can just kind of hear everything that I'm doing. Again, just pretty cool feature. Didn't even notice until we did it now. But if I want to go back to the other one, I have it here, and you can open up these on multiple windows. But again, now I have every 10 minutes, I can hit enter, and now it will create a secondary cron job in order for this to do it. Now, in order for me to terminate this cron job, I can just hit the little trash can key on here. If I was working off of a terminal window inside my Windows computer or my Mac, I would do the same thing and would immediately eliminate. And I could just go from here, right? So this right there eliminates that. So I'm just going to go ahead and eliminate. And I have my other Claude right here, ready to rock and roll. And now I have the ability of just having this consistent loop and allowing things to do. Now, the other one is pretty cool. This one is for anybody using agents. Now, scheduled task is a permanent automation that you would have in order for, like, let's say Claude Cowork or Claude Code to basically come in here and do that. Now, the loop to think about it is like a kitchen timer. Scheduled tasks are like hiring a cleaning service that says every Monday at 9 a.m., clean my office. Well, here it'll be the same exact thing. Sidebar, if you're using Claude Code, I'm going to show you where to do it on the desktop. Both of these for scheduled tasks work inside of your Claude desktop. Now, this is the one where you download Claude directly onto your computer. And again, you have loop and schedule right here. Cowork, this is like where you schedule tasks that will be automatically happening in here. And if you go to my schedule tasks, I have 2 available right in here. And Claude Code, if you wanted to schedule a task, you would just come in here and do scheduled, and it will be based on whatever you want to do in here, right? Now, what's really wild about it is if I wanted to create, let's say, a new session in Claude Code, right? I have agent in here, but instead of agent, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Donna. Donna already has the ability in here, and it knows that I have it ready, set to go. If I wanted to schedule in Claude Code a new task, I can come in here, daily brief for email, checks daily for email and gives me a summary of what's due and what do I have to look at. And it flags anything concerning or anything I have to respond to in my email. It reviews all my email every day at 9 a.m. And I'm just going to go over here and I'm going to say, I'm just going to give it a little bit more. Make sure that emails are in bullet point format and craft responses for anything that deserves a response, and use labels to label anything that are leads. But anything that I have to respond to, also just make sure that you're always crafting a response. And in here, I'm going to go to bypass permissions because I want this to happen. And I can select the folder, which is going to be Donna, because that's the one I want to work through. And I can even select the different, whether it's Opus or Sonnet or whatever else. And I can select the frequency and I can create a task. If you wanted to do it in Cowork, you can go in here and basically do the same exact thing as long as your computer is on. Notice that it has keep awake. When enabled, Claude would prevent your computer from going to sleep. Now, I don't have this on here. I actually enabled a Mac Mini to do this for me to make it super easy. But this is basically all the skills in Cowork that you can create. Now, Cowork is really, really cool if you have your Gmail connected, which, by the way, you can do it in Cowork a little bit easier than I did with the CLI inside of Claude Code. I can come in here and I can go to customize and I can click on connectors, and it gives you the ability to connect your Gmail, your Google Calendar, and your Google Drive, along with tons of other connectors. By hitting this plus sign, you can hit browse connectors and look at all the crazy other things you can connect in here to make your job a whole lot easier. Now in Cowork, I can do the same exact thing. I can actually create a skill in here and I can use it using write with skill instructions, or I can upload a skill, and I'm going to go over that in a second. Or I can create with Claude, any which way you want to do it. But these are different skills that I have in here in order for it to do it. But just understand that you can do the schedule both in Claude Cowork, and also you can do it inside of Claude Code. So both of those work in there. Now, the last part that I'm really excited about, and by the way, it gives you this whole presentation inside of here. This will be on your SOP. It gives you some ideas, try out basically inside of Cowork and also inside of Claude Code. And then here are some loops that you would do versus some scheduled tasks. And I'll make sure I include the presentation for you guys so you guys see it. Pretty cool the way you have it in here, but this is basically what you have. And then last but not least is Skills 2.0, what they actually are. It's a reusable instruction set that Claude loads automatically based on context. Skills 2.0 adds built-in evaluation system, so it runs evaluations on the skills you create. So not only can you create the skill, but you can also run evaluations on it and how the skill is doing, right? What we're going to do is, because remember, we added this scope to Donna for YouTube analytics that we have available for YouTube. I'm going to give it basically some instructions. Create a Claude Code skill using the skill creator skill to basically check YouTube analytics, anything that has to related to my YouTube channel. I'm going to give you the YouTube channel name. I want you to analyze everything that's going on with YouTube. Give me a really thorough report. Check on my competitors, see how my last video did, basic advice on what we want to improve on the next videos, or if there's anything that we can improve on current videos that are out in order for me to just do better on YouTube and gaining more subscribers. And I'm going to go, here is the channel. All right. And I'm going to go grab my channel address. All right. And I'm going to let this thing go. It's going to invoke the skill because I installed the skill. Now, if you didn't install the skill yet, right now, the skill creator one, if you watch my previous video on skills, just go watch that. It'll show you how to basically do it inside there. Because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to invoke that skill creator skill, which is brand new. Again, see, it's invoking it right now. It's loading the skill. And then I'm going to let Claude basically create the skill for me on creating Donna YouTube, which is going to, again, give her the skill set in order to do so. And I'm going to hit yes. Now I'm going to go through a bunch of commands to hit yes. Now you can also bypass controls, but I kind of wanted to go through this with you, and I'm doing it through the terminal. I could also do it through Claude Cowork on my desktop, but since I have it in the terminal, this is actually the hardest one to do this way. But when it's done, we're going to see it, and then what we're going to do is we're going to ask Claude to reevaluate the skill to ensure it's doing the best that it possibly can. All right, guys, so it created it only in a text file, has an output, but it also did it, again, because we connected that Google CLI, it gave me a full report. It's actually really good. So, I mean, it is telling me quite a bit that I didn't know, but again, pretty cool. Now, what I can do is I can come back over here, and now, again, because I already have the skill enabled, I'll come in here and I'll say, all right, let's reevaluate this analytics skill, and let's see if there's a way we can improve it. This was a really good report. I'd like to have a little bit more visual and fully understand. The advice was solid, but I want to even get a little bit more granular and a little bit more details with next step action items. What's really good about the skill sets now in Skills 2.0 that Claude released is it has a self-reevaluation skill that you can run that will basically, after you run the skill and there's improvements that you want to do, it will go back in and rewrite the skill and constantly, improve it. Now, the reason why that's so important is because at the end of the day, like, you want your skills getting better and better. And this self-healing, kind of learning is exactly why Claude Code is really standing above the rest of everything that's being created right now. So while that's kind of reevaluating and recreating, let's just kind of go back to what we originally were talking about in the presentation. Let's talk about all the things that we covered, right? So the first thing we did is we installed the Google Workspace CLI. We made it a global skill. I gave it API keys. I went into the backend and showed you I connected. You can also get Claude Code to do it for you, but I decided to do it manually so you guys can see it. We then talked about the loop function, and again, doing it in the Claude Code area where, again, it would have just loops available to, update documentation, check if something is live, constantly look at the error log, and so forth and so on. And we gave you some examples there. There'll also be an SOP that you guys can follow. Then we talked about scheduled tasks. Scheduled tasks that you can now create with, again, the Google CLI that you've now connected that can check your emails, that can check your inbox, that can basically go and do your appointments, check your calendars, do backup checks, do all kinds of things, run tasks. There's a lot of things you can do with the Google CLI. And now you have the ability to do that, which I think would be incredibly helpful for everybody out there. And then last but not least, we talked about running evaluations, doing A/B testings with 2 versions of skills, using your skill creator, and then again, having all of this, doing it basically with you. And again, you could set all this up where all of this gets done for you, even like, let's say even the skill creator, right? You can do a scheduled task that's now checking all your skills, reevaluating them every week to ensure that it's always improving upon itself. So guys, this is by far one of the best updates I've seen in a long time with Claude Code. So hope you guys enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.